What's up, guys? It's Jay, MorninAfterKill, and I'm pretty sure you're probably looking at the title of this video, and you're thinking, ah, god damn it, here we go. Matt's trying to upload an April Fool's joke the day after April Fool's. Ha ha. Real funny, Mac. But there's actually no joke there. Last night was one of the scariest nights that I've ever had in my life, especially when you look back and you think, man, that could have been the last night that I've ever had in my life. So to give you guys a little bit of a backstory, give you a little bit of that expositiones, over my life, I've never been, a terribly in shape person. I mean, you have a few years there, somewhere from like 16 to like 25, 26, where I consider myself that I was in fairly decent shape. But I've never been that guy that you would look at and be like, man, that guy is in top peak physical condition. I want to look like that. But you wouldn't have looked at me and been like, man, that's a guy that's inches away from death, like I was last night. But over the years, I've let that get away from me a little bit, and within the past, I want to say, year and a half, I've been working towards getting myself in the best shape I can in my 30s, because, well, human lifespan historically is somewhere around 30 to 40 years without any medical intervention. So it makes sense at 33 to put some effort into getting myself into the best shape possible, so I can give myself the best shot possible at living well past my 40s. Now, I've been doing real good too. I've been hitting the gym every day. I'm eating right and lots of nutritious foods, and I guess somewhere along the lines, I cut out a bit too much of my sugar and carbohydrate intake. And if you remember from my road to 30, I've had a couple brushes with hypoglycemia in my day, and I want to stress that I'm not diabetic. I'm actually the opposite of a diabetic. Instead of having a very high blood sugar and a problem with regulating that, my body usually runs on a low blood sugar count, resulting in me needing to keep sugar in my system or I crash. And that's what happened to me last night. It's the third time in my life I've actually gone into a hypoglycemic sugar shock. But this one was probably the scariest in my life. The first time it's ever happened, I was around 16 years old. I was trying to get myself into aforementioned shape that I was from 16 to 25, 26, somewhere around there. And didn't eat much of anything for a few days, and I passed out on the porch. I was taken by the ambulance to the hospital and pumped full of sugary IV water to bring my levels back up to normal. And the second time it's ever happened was when I was 23 in California. This time it happened because I didn't have much money to pay my bills, so I decided not to eat for a few days. And out of nowhere, I got the head spins and I started stumbling around. And luckily, the dude I was chilling with had a brother who was hypoglycemic as well, and he knew exactly what to do. He sat me down, he got me a Dr. Pepper so I can regain my composure. And ever since then, I've been fairly well at keeping my low blood sugar in check. But man, last night was probably the scariest experience I've ever had in my life regarding my own health. And realistically, looking back, probably could have died if my girlfriend wasn't quick reacting and level-headed like she was last night. So all last night, I felt like I had this knot in my stomach. It was like a stretching and pulling sensation going on. And I even mentioned it to my fire team that I was playing with on the Trials of Osiris list. I was like, man, I think I pulled a muscle, or I might got a hernia from working out the last few weeks. My stomach felt like it was shredding itself alive. It turns out it wasn't my stomach or my muscles at all. It was actually my pancreas working overtime trying to turn any bit of carbs in my body into sugar. But like I said, I must have cut too much sugar and carb intake out of my nutrition routine, and my pancreas was just spitting out just nothing, and it was running on empty. And it wasn't until like somewhere, I guess it was like midnight, a little bit after midnight, I was sitting on the couch and I told my girlfriend, I was like, man, my stomach is getting worse. Like, no matter what I can do, I just can't stop this feeling. And immediately, the entire world just zoomed out. It was like my living room, which is just a perfect square, was like a long ass hallway, and my entire face just felt like it was drained, and I started pouring sweats down my face out of nowhere. My head felt like it was on fire. I got this real numb and dizzy, some fuzzy sensation all over my body. I told my girlfriend everything that I was experiencing just in case she had to call an ambulance. It's something that I do, and something that probably everybody should do. If you ever feel like you are losing control of your body, just start spitting out symptoms. Be like, I'm dizzy, vertigo, flush, I need some air. And that's what I was doing. I was like, man, I'm dizzy, vertigo, flush. I need to get the fuck outside. I need some air. I went outside on my porch. I was just in my shorts, my fucking underwear. I honestly, from going outside to when my girlfriend came out there, I have no idea how long I was outside on the porch. My girlfriend said I was out there for quite a few minutes, and she came outside and I was flat on my back, passed out unconscious, and thankfully she was able to get me to regain myself, and she stood me up, brought me inside, and I told her, I was like, sugar, I need some glucose. I need as much sugar as possible. Sadly, the problem was we only had food in the house that had like natural sugar, which is like, pineapple, cantaloupe, and it wasn't even like pineapple or cantaloupe that was in like the sugar packed fucking things. It was actually natural, just whole chunk pineapple, cantaloupe. And even though that'll help, it's not what you need in that situation. What you need in that situation is massive sugar intake, and probably the best way to do that is a can of soda. However, like I said, since I was eating healthy and we haven't really had anything with sugar inside the house, I told my girlfriend, I was like, I don't give a fuck what you gotta do. Wake the neighbors. The neighbors always have soda or candy in the house. They got kids there. They're 18, 19 years old. So there's always something inside their house that has some glucose intake in there. I was like, I don't care what the fuck time it is. I need this shit. I don't want to go to the fucking hospital. And I ended up spending the next few hours trying to slowly introduce as much sugar back into my system as possible, now, without setting myself into another sugar shock, because it's possible at that point to overload your body with sugar, and then you have a problem because you got too much sugar running through your body, and then you have a whole blood sugar regulation problem that night, and you most likely will have to end up going to the hospital. They'll put you on IVs, and they'll regulate your blood sugar. But yeah, it's a real possibility last night that if one or two things didn't go the same, I probably could have ended up in the hospital or even worse. And it's one of the scariest things in life to have no control over your body's movements, and be aware that you have no control over your body's movements. You just be standing there 1 minute and then the next minute lying flat on your back against your will, staring at the ceiling, everything feeling fuzzy. And the only thing I could do while lying on my back was I was trying to put my thoughts in order, to get my mind back to thinking straight, but I couldn't. It was just a jumbled mess of random thoughts. I'm feeling better today for sure, but man, I'm gonna take it easy this weekend. Maybe drink a soda here or two each day. Just try to regulate my system again. Find some nutritious ways to keep my sugar intake up on a daily basis. But yeah, I'm quite sore at this moment. My leg and my elbow are all fucked up from passing out and hitting the concrete. I hit fucking hard. I don't even remember falling. All I remember is walking out the front door and walking in the front door. Everything after that is just 100% like a blur. It's just a fuzzy-headed vision inside my fucking... It's just absolutely insane. It's scary. Scary as fuck, especially when you consider that I was on the porch and I could have possibly passed out, fallen down the stairs, and broken my goddamn neck. Fuck knows. But I'm glad my girlfriend knew exactly what to do. I have shared over the years with her that I do have low blood sugar. She knows that because when I don't have enough sugar in my system, I usually get really irritable, and you know, that's one of the symptoms of hypoglycemia is when you're low on blood sugar, you become a real asshole. And that's why you ever see like those Snickers commercials where they're like, oh, and you see this guy acting like a diva, and it's not really him. He eats a Snickers and he's back to his normal self. That's like what hypoglycemia really is, when they say, oh, you're not yourself when you don't have sugar in your body. And that's something that just didn't happen this time, because I told you guys I've been working on becoming, you know, more of a positive person and not trying to be negative about shit. And I guess I ignored all the warning signs of my hypoglycemia. And this is the first time I've ever lost control of my body, and I don't like that feeling at all. It's not a good feeling. Just wow. So I just wanted to share that with you guys, let you guys know why today there's not going to really be any type of video with any, I guess, content at all. I mean, we got a story time, but I'm not really sure if that's content. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So, my name's Jay. MorninAfterKill. I want to thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys rate, comment, subscribe. If you can leave a thumbs up on the video, I'd highly appreciate it, because it gives me motivation to make more videos for you motherfuckers that watch my motherfucking videos. I just wanted to share this with you guys. Let you guys know that I do love you guys. In case if anything ever happens in the future that's I'm not, you know, in control of. It's just, man, it's not a pleasant feeling at all. Not one bit. So, my name's Jay. MorninAfterKill. Thanks for watching, and I'm gonna see you guys later.